Destiny Rising drops in just 2 days, and the world is starting to buzz with excitement. Today, Netease dropped the final developer preview before the game's launch, and it's provided a ton of positive energy. It seems like they've really taken the feedback from the closed alpha and beta, feedback from the community in Discord and social media, and applied it all in hopes of launching as strong as possible. So here's a quick breakdown of some of the things they talked about today. First, they talked about combat and character progression, which is getting tweaked based on player feedback from the closed alpha and beta test. Specifically, some of the core systems around weapon modifications and character abilities are being adjusted for greater clarity of exactly what every mod does. I found personally when I was playing the beta that I struggled to understand moment to moment what I was putting on my weapons and armor to enhance my character. It felt more like just slotting and seeing what worked. Next, they talked about adding a slide ability, which can enhance player combat. I was surprised when I launched into the beta test at how fluid and how alive the world felt for a mobile platform. However, there are some things that I believe they can bring over and learn from Destiny 2, and I think this is a great step in the right direction. Next, the devs went into raiding inside of Destiny Rising and kind of what that's going to look like when we launch into this new Season 0. So for the Week 1 event of the Gauntlet mode, we're getting the same version of the raid that we had during the closed alpha and beta. Now, clears of this raid will earn an exclusive emblem, and the community will actually gain more rewards based on the amount of Lightbearers that complete the activity during this time period. However, they want to preserve the Day 1 raiding experience, and they want to make sure that's alive and well inside of Destiny Rising. However, we always knew this was going to be a little tricky just because the raid already existed in the closed alpha and beta. So to fix this issue, at the start of Week 2, the challenge version of Gauntlet mode will be released, allowing players around the globe to take on an adjusted version of the Gauntlet ops that has more challenges, secret mechanics, and tougher constraints to take the race up a notch. Participants of this Week 2 challenge will earn exclusive top-tier rewards and a dynamic emblem that showcases their achievement. Next, let's talk about various characters in the game. After launch, each character is going to get their own exclusive quest to flesh out who they are and exactly how they exist in the world of Destiny Rising. These quests will provide a look into their personal journeys and should give us a fresh perspective on who these Lightbearers are and help us resonate with the characters on a deeper level. They continued on to detail how rewards have been adjusted from the closed testing periods for this now open and public release of the game. In the opening period, you'll be able to earn substantial Lumia leaves directly from the in-game achievement system. This will incentivize players to explore all the game has to offer and have a well-rounded experience as they complete the various achievements in-game. Daily sign-in bonuses have also been added, along with a special 14-day newcomer event. And during launch, you'll receive over 200 free draws and at least 12,500 Lumia leaves. This is going to give you a huge chance to earn those specific characters that you may be searching for. Pinnacle Energy is a regenerating resource in Destiny Rising that has a real-world timer associated with it. When this energy was depleted in the closed beta test, you would be able to play activities, but you wouldn't receive any significant rewards to your account. The idea is that if you wait for a set amount of time, this energy will be replenished and come back. However, this just feels bad when you want to help your friends through the raid or play some sort of top tier pinnacle activity just to get nothing. That's not great. So now in the full release, you will continue to get base rewards that can help your account even if your pinnacle energy is depleted. And then when your pinnacle energy is full, you will get substantial rewards. They started to wrap up the event by discussing the pre-registration, and pre-registration has hit over 10 million players globally. Make sure that you pre-register if you have not already, so you can get the pre-registration rewards, which include 10 free draws, as well as an exotic ornament. Towards the end of the video, they discussed some technical aspects to how exactly this launch is going to work. So first, they talked about crossplay. Crossplay is supported across iOS and Android. However, there's not been any announcement on whether or not we'll be able to play across servers. Now, there are 4 regional servers that they've announced so far: Asia, North America, a server specifically for Europe, Middle East, and Africa, and then finally Latin America. The content schedule rollout is as such. Season 0 launches on Thursday, August 28th with the release of the game as Lightbearers around the world begin to explore and understand what Destiny Rising holds for them. Season 1 will launch inside the month of September, with subsequent seasons coming every 2 months. In between, every month there's going to be new game content and character updates that keep the game fresh, and smaller content rollouts will happen on a weekly update cycle. Finally, at the end of the video, we were prompted to go check out a blog post on the Destiny Rising website, which kind of drilled into some of these items with a bit more detail, and also included an FAQ page that had some fresh information on it. So let's take a look at it. The FAQ page lays out some information surrounding the server launch times across the world, which you can see on screen now. It also details when the preload will go live in various regions for the game. I like the practice of preloading the data for the game before launch, as it shows that the devs understand that people in different areas have different internet speeds, and they want to ensure everyone can have adequate time to get the game loaded on their device. They also detail the rebates from playing in the closed beta test. If you played during the closed beta test and you purchased up to 18,000 silver, just a reminder, you're going to get 150% rebate on those purchases. Anything you purchased above 18,000 silver will result in a 120% rebate. And finally, let's take a look here at the details of the technical requirements for devices to run the game. On screen, I've displayed the technical requirements to be able to play the game, but I'd like to highlight that they have now expanded the game to include iPhones all the way back to the iPhone 7 generation. There's a minimum requirement of 15 gigabytes of space on your device to load the game. These requirements show that there has been a ton of optimizations taking place in the background to get everything up and running, and that the devs want to make the game as accessible as possible to as many people as possible. Guys, I could not be more excited for the launch of Destiny Rising. I have a ton of content going up on the channel surrounding the launch of the game, the things you should know about the game, debunking some myths and misconceptions about the game with some of the game's top players. So if this content resonates with you, maybe like and subscribe to the channel. Share this with someone else, and maybe, hey, come over and join our Discord, where we have a fully fresh and new Destiny Rising section that you can join and hop in the discussion with us. Guys, my name is Saxon. Until next time, be blessed.